Good morning, everybody. Um, Sorry, I'm at work, so if it seems like I'm a little everywhere, I am. Um, it's my first vlog, so I think this is vlog one. I'm doing my vlog on Trump because he's everywhere. So basically, I want to say that some attacks happened in Europe. I want to say June 3rd, which was a Monday. Donald Trump went out and, in my opinion, instead of, showing his compassion to the people that had died and what had happened, I feel like instead he used that incident like a platform to just rant on about his ban that he wants. There was where he stopped all the Muslims coming in from the airport and wouldn't let them come in, and everybody was stuck at the airport. And so I guess it's at the Supreme Court where, they said he couldn't do that. Basically he tried to make this law that violated people's rights and basically, like, just, how can I explain it? Based on their religion, said, okay, you're Muslim, you can't come. Well, that's against a law that was already set in place before Trump came. So it's not fair for Trump to say, hey, you can't come here because, you're from LA and you're black, so yeah, you can't come to wherever. That's crazy. I had wrote a couple notes to myself, but it's just, I don't know. It's crazy to have a president. It's not that I like Trump or don't like Trump. I personally, I want to say I don't feel one way or another. I respected him as a businessman. I respected the fact is that even when he didn't do good, he found ways to get himself back up to the top. As a business major, you would respect someone for that. But when it comes to national security, I have two sons, and I am African American, and I've been profiled places. I've been to Rodeo Drive, with friends, and have people look at me kind of weird. No one said anything, but it did make you feel uncomfortable, to where we didn't want to spend our money at that particular store. But what do you do when it's your president? The president of the United States are making thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people uncomfortable. It puts us at risk, and maybe he's safe. Maybe Trump is safe and he can say, oh, that's why I wanted a ban in the first place. As a president, you feel like that's not the time to say those kind of things. And you just don't say those things, and you would think that a president wouldn't discriminate against other people. I don't want to keep bringing up being black, but there's a million places where when you're black, people don't like you or they feel things a certain type of way about you. So I could kind of understand what it is to be a Muslim, and have someone say, oh, we don't want you here because, oh, we knew this one Muslim person and they blew up everything, so nobody can come. You can't do that. That's not fair. It's really not fair, and I'm kind of like outraged. I had watched this. It was on CNN News. I might say his name wrong, but the man's name is Sebastian Gorka. He's the deputy assistant to the president, Donald Trump. And he went on CNN Live, I want to say it was June 5th, 2017. And he was just saying that, like, basically Donald Trump went on Monday and tweeted, this is why I want a ban. And basically saying that everybody can call it what they want to call it, but he's calling it a ban, which is saying that a ban to me, means no, we don't want you here, so, and the Mr. Gorka was basically just defending Trump and making it seem like the newscaster was wrong for reporting this, and basically saying like Like, oh, don't worry about it, whatever Trump said. It's social media. It's social media. Take it lightly. But if someone says, hey, I want to kill you, and they say it on social media, does that mean you take it less likely because it was in social media and not in your face? No, you would take it seriously. So, yeah, if, your girlfriend says, oh, I'm going to eat a whole cake when I get home, and she said it on social media, maybe she's joking. But when your president of the United States goes and says, hey, this is why my ban should be approved, because things like this wouldn't happen. But then he tells everybody else, oh, basically you have these people that works for Trump who's this whole time trying to say, oh no, he doesn't want to ban Muslims. That's not what he's doing. He just wants to keep the country safe. But it's like you're only targeting countries where Muslims live. You're targeting Muslim people. When you read it, it's all about the Muslims. So I guess my vlog is just about, I don't really agree with Trump's tactics. There's certain things that I wouldn't put on social media. You don't talk about serious things on social media and then don't want people to take them seriously. I just think I think it's crazy. I'm going to go over my notes and see if was there anything else I wanted to say. And just Mr. Sebastian Gorka was just basically saying like, oh, he's on social media, don't take it lightly, and until there's a executive order, don't worry about it. And it was just like, no, we're going to worry about it because he's the president, and we need to worry about things that he say, because it's like ISIS is going to listen to what Donald Trump tweets and take it seriously. The rest of the world is going to look at it and take it seriously. But if you live in the United States, you're not supposed to take it seriously. I don't know. I'm trying to So that's my vlog for today. I just wish that Donald Trump will make better decisions. I feel that you can't just do whatever you want to do regardless if you're the president. You can't say whatever you want to say and then say, oh, I didn't mean it that way. I don't know about you, but if you say something to me, I'm real good about understanding English. And if you say, oh, we need to ban all Muslims from coming into the country, then I guess that's what you mean. So I guess, my advice for Trump is say what you mean and mean what you say. This is my vlog 1. Have a great day.